Hello and welcome to this week's episode of Blue Ice Talks. I'm Blue and I like to talk about figure skating. This week's video is just going to be a short one as I'm going to be discussing the results of the NHK Trophy and the Grand Prix standings so far after 4 out of 6 events. Also, I am aware that the audio on my previous video is not great, and so I have ordered a new microphone. It has not arrived yet, so please do hang tight, it is coming. So the NHK Trophy took place at the weekend, and it was the 4th event in the Senior Grand Prix series. In the men's event, Yuma Kageyama won his first Grand Prix series of the season, taking the title very comfortably. He had a huge margin and it was absolutely deserved. In second place was Daniel Grassel from Italy, and in third place Tatsuya Tsuboi from Japan. I think the absolute highlight for me from the men's event was Yuma Kageyama's short program. Everything was so soft and the landings were just buttery. It was beautiful and he connected so well with the music. I also really enjoyed Cal Miura's short program, and I'm glad that he broke the 100-point barrier. In the women's event, it was a Japanese sweep for the podium, so the 3-time and reigning world champion Kaori Sakamoto took the gold, with Mone Chiba taking the silver and Yuna Aoki taking the bronze. Unfortunately, due to my work, I didn't get to see as much of the women's event, but I did really enjoy Mone Chiba's short program. I thought it was beautiful and she connected so well to the music. And this podium marks yet another very strong show for the Japanese women on this Grand Prix series, so I can only imagine that Japanese nationals are going to be a fantastic watch this season. For the pairs event, Anastasia Metelkina and Luka Berulava from Georgia upset the expected standings by finishing first, above the former world champions Riku Miura and Ryuichi Kihara from Japan. And then Ellie Cam and Danny O'Shea from the USA won the bronze. The highlight of the event for me was probably Miura and Kihara's short program. I really enjoyed it. I thought they connected very, very well with the music. I also really enjoyed Ellie Cam and Danny O'Shea's free program. And then in the ice dance event, it was back to the expected. Madison Chock and Evan Bates came first. They came away with the gold medal, with Christina Carrera and Anthony Pomonarenko winning the silver, and Alison Reed and Saulis Ambrelevicius the bronze. Due to the time zone, I didn't get to see a whole lot of the ice dance event, but I did see Carrera and Pomonarenko's free dance, and as someone who doesn't like Carmen, I really enjoyed it, so that was the highlight for me. So now let's have a look at our Grand Prix standings so far, starting with the men. As after the first 2 events, Ilya Malinin is still in first place and qualified for the final with 30 total points. In second now is Andrew Torgashev, who with 1 third-place finish and 1 fourth-place finish has earned 20 points overall. I don't think he'll stay there, I don't think he'll qualify for the final, but we will see. This then pushes Koshiro Shimada, who has 18 points, down into third after 4 events, and Cal Miura adds 5 points to the 11 he got at Skate America, putting him in 4th at the moment with 16 points. Then in 5th at the moment we have Yuma Kageyama and 6th Adam Xiao Himfa, both with 15 points, but Yuma scored a higher total score at the NHK Trophy than Adam did at the Grand Prix de France, so he's above Adam. Our first alternate at the moment is Kevin Amos with 13 points, the second is Daniel Grassel with 13 points, and the third is Shun Sato with 13 points. And these ones are again just separated by total score, but there's not a whole lot in it. With the Finlandia Trophy next week, we can look forward to seeing Yuma Kageyama again, along with Kevin Amos and Daniel Grassel, which should be interesting to see who will come out on top, as well as Junwan Cha and Sota Yamamoto, who could both still challenge for the Grand Prix final. So now on to the women. Kaori Sakamoto is in first place in the standings with a 30-point total, and she is guaranteed a spot in the Grand Prix final after wins in Canada and Japan. In second is Wakabe Higuchi, who's got 28 points after winning in America and then coming second at the Grand Prix de France, so she is also qualified for the final. Then in third place at the moment is Amber Glenn with 15 points after her win at the Grand Prix de France. In fourth place is Yuna Aoki, who has 15 points as well, but she's already competed in her 2 events and so is likely to be overtaken. In fifth, sixth and seventh place we have Alyssa Liu, Nina Pinzarone and Brady Tennell, who all have 14 points, and their differences are only due to their placements and the tiebreakers. In eighth at the moment is Monet Chiba, who has 13 points after her second place finish in Japan, and in ninth place we have Rinka Watanabe in the same situation after her second place finish in the USA. In 10th, Rino Matsuike is in the same position. Going into the Finlandia Trophy and the Grand Prix in Finland next week, Rino Matsuike is the highest in the standings so far who is competing there, along with Hana Yoshida. Luna Hendricks and Isabola Vito were initially meant to compete at this event but have subsequently withdrawn. Another skater that could upset for the podium is Mai Mihara, who didn't finish strongly at her first Grand Prix event but has won Grand Prix events in previous seasons. Additionally, from the USA, Lindsay Thorngren could also challenge for a medal as she won the NHK Trophy silver medal in 2023. And now on to the pairs event. In first place at the moment are Miura and Kihara, who have 28 points and have qualified for the Grand Prix final. In second place is Anastasia Metelkina and Luca Berolava, who have 24 points, the same as Ellie Cam and Danny O'Shea in third at the moment. However, Metelkina and Berolava are ahead of them since they won one of their assignments, whereas Cam and O'Shea have got a silver and a bronze. I'm not 100% sure if either of them will go to the Grand Prix final, but Metelkina and Berolava very well could do, depending on the placements of top teams at other events. In fourth at the moment are Elisa Efimova and Misha Mitrofanov, who have 20 points, and then in fifth are Ekaterina Gainish and Dmitry Chigarev, who have 18 points, and in sixth, Annika Hocker and Robert Kunkel, who have 18 points as well. And then in seventh and eighth at the moment, we have the winners of the earlier Grand Prix who haven't done their second assignment yet. So we have Minerva Fabian Haas and Nikita Volodin in seventh, and Diana Stellato Dudek and Maxime Deschamps in eighth, both with 15 points. And then Sara Conti and Nicolo Macci are rounding out our alternate list at the moment with 13 points. Diana Stellato Dudek and Maxime Deschamps are set to compete at the Finlandia Trophy, and a win here would put them at the top of the standings so far. Additionally, Anastasia Gulabeva and Hector Giotopoulos-Moore were meant to compete at the Finlandia Trophy, but have withdrawn due to COVID-19. Rebecca Ghilardi and Filippo Ambrosini, who finished in third at the Grand Prix de France, could very well challenge for a medal, as could Maria Pavlova and Alexei Svitochenko, and Emily Chan and Spencer Akira Howe, who are also going to the Finlandia Trophy. And then finally, ice dance. At the top of the standings at the moment are Madison Chock and Evan Bates, who have 28 points and are qualified for the Grand Prix final. In second, we have Evgenia Lopareva and Jeffrey Brizeau, who have 26 points, and I think they've qualified for the final. I'm not 100% sure. In third moment is Alison Reed and Saulis Ambrolevicius, who have 20 points. Then in fourth and fifth, we have Piper Gillis and Paul Poirier, and Lila Fear and Lewis Gibson, and both teams have 15 points as they won Skate America and Skate Canada. And rounding out our top six for now is Marjorie Lahoui and Zachary Laha, who finished in second at Skate Canada. In seventh and eighth, we've got Christina Carrera and Anthony Pomenarenko, and Charlene Guinard and Marco Febri, who both have 13 points as well, after finishing second at their first assignments. And then in ninth place at the moment, we have Katerina Mrazkova and Daniel Mrazek, who have 12 points. So next week at the Finlandia Trophy, Piper Gillis and Paul Poirier and Lila Fear and Lewis Gibson are both set to compete, and so it's highly likely that one of them will finish in first and one will finish in second, giving one team 30 points and putting them at the top of the table, and the other team 28 points and putting them around the same place as Chalk and Bates. Another team that could finish strongly are Natalie Tashlerova and Philippe Tashler, who currently have 9 points, and if they finished in, for example, third, would be in the same position as Alison Reed and Saulis Ambrelivicius. Being self-indulgent for a moment, Hannah Lim and Ye Kwan are also set to compete at the Finlandia Trophy, so I personally am very looking forward to seeing them again. So there are 2 major events set to happen next week. The first is the Tallinn Trophy, which has a segment for juniors and seniors in men's singles, women's singles and ice dance, and the senior section of this is part of the ISU Challenger Series. The second event is, as I've already mentioned throughout this video, the Grand Prix Finlandia Trophy, so the Grand Prix of Finland. As I have done in this video and others in my Events So Far series, I will be providing a summary of the events and the results. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. I really do appreciate all of the feedback that you give me. If there's a topic that you'd like me to cover, please do let me know in the description, because once the Grand Prix series is done, I will then move back to doing other videos and only do event summaries after the championship events. Additionally, national championships are going to start soon, so please do let me know which national championships you'd like me to cover, because I don't think I'll be able to cover every single one. If you'd like to drop me a message on social media, my card with my links is in the description, along with all of the links to pages that I've referenced in this video. And I will see you in the next video. Bye!